Good afternoon. Welcome back to Blueclouds Media. My name is Nate Zion, bringing you the most captivating sports highlights and tidbits around the world of sports. And where are we turning our eyes to, our face to? It's all about Mauricio Pochettino. Chelsea lost on Saturday to Nottingham Forest, and that's what we'll be looking at this moment in time. That's what we'll be focusing on. We'll pay so much attention to that, and also, as usual, I have my co-host here with me. Steven is also here. You guys are gonna hear from Steven a bit later as the show goes on. Mauricio Pochettino emphasized the need for patience. Do Chelsea fans have that patience for Mauricio Pochettino? I think they should have. We'll talk about it. Does Mauricio Pochettino know his starting 11? And also, Frank Leboeuf believes Chelsea should have signed Sophia over Moses Caicedo. And also, in this video, we'll be talking about all about Mauricio Pochettino and Chelsea, squad. So let's get into it. Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino recent statement regarding the time it might take the football club to substantiate investment. All the money that has been invested into the football club, it will take time for that money to pay off. Pochettino also emphasized the need for patience and provide insight into the adaptation of process of new talented players like Moses Caicedo and also Nicolas Jackson on the football pitch. So, but also we're going to react to Gabby Agbonlahor criticism over Mykhailo Mudryk as the show goes on. So yes, guys, be my guest as we're streaming live on YouTube and also streaming live on Facebook, Blueclouds Media on Facebook. Brought to you by Blueclouds Media. That's the name of the show. All right, Steven, welcome again to the show, brother.
You all right?
Yes, I'm all right. I'm doing well. I'm very happy to be alive and very happy to be here today discussing football matters, everything football. Steven, you were at the game yesterday, and I know you don't want to talk about
Saturday.
Saturday when Chelsea lose. You don't want to talk about it because I know how you feel. But then I'm very happy that it's been a couple days now, so probably emotions and feelings might have dropped a little bit. So you'll be happy to go in-depth analysis with me. All right,
as much as I can remember.
Yeah, Steven, looking at the game on paper, you could see that this is a game that Chelsea is supposed to win on paper. But then we've been struggling trying to break down the low block. And also a team like Nottingham Forest, we've been struggling, time and time to break this team down. What do you think went wrong in the case of the game?
Breaking down low blocks has been a problem for multiple years for us. That's not a new thing. The creation isn't the problem, it's the finishing that's the issue, which again has been a problem for multiple years. So we're back to this situation. Listen, I think Jackson would be good for us. I think he's just every striker goes through a bad patch and then good patch, bad patch, good patch. There's always patches. You're either in a good one or a bad one. In terms of his finishing, he's not in a good patch. Right? But the positives, he's not afraid, even though he's in a bad patch of finishing, he's not afraid to shoot. So he still has the confidence to unleash shots from whether it be an angle where you should definitely shoot or an unnatural angle where you're unlikely to shoot, but you never know what can happen type thing. Which, that's a positive for me. Because if he'd stopped shooting and all this, as well as being in a bad patch in terms of his finishing, I would have a lot of concerns. The other thing that I like about him is he drops deep. He gets involved with play to help us progress it down the pitch. He likes to get involved, which we know Poch has done with Kane in the past. And and he seems to really suit it. We just need him to get into a good patch of scoring.
That,
Because the
Medal
plays
face,
there and
how did
everything like that.
chance?
Huh?
Medal face doing big up to you. He said, "How did he miss that chance? Sterling saved the ball on the silver platter.
I don't know what chance he's on about. Is it the one that went over the bar?
It looks like it. Yeah.
I've not seen a replay of it. I couldn't tell from where I was sitting because I sit like quite far away. So I don't know what happened in that whole situation other than he somehow got it over the bar.
Thank you very much, Stephen. There is a lot to talk about Saturday's game in terms of our fullbacks. So we don't. Why is Mudryk on the pitch, and why is Pochettino starting a player that is not a winger instead of being a fullback? We're playing Chilwell as a winger if we have wingers on the bench.
Maybe he didn't think Mudryk was ready to start. We know he had some sort of knock or something. He was deemed day to day, and then he was even day to day for up to Wednesday, if I remember rightly. He only would have come off of that on Friday because that's when they put out the next injury update on the club site. Was Thursday or Friday. So either Thursday or Friday he came off of that, so he would have been starting team training again or whatnot, or maybe he was in team training but not 100% the whole time anyway. So maybe that's why on that front. But whilst I agree, and I've said it to you as well, that we should be playing people in their actual positions. You play Chilwell at left back because that's his position, and you play a winger on the wing. The formation isn't the issue because it's still a 4-2-3-1. Despite what it looks like, it is still a 4-2-3-1, which we used in preseason. The issue is that Chilwell's brain, like, he's not a winger, like, he's a fullback. So the other week when he played that pass, right, when he was in the penalty area and he should have shot.
Yeah.
If you're a winger, you're shooting there. But because of he's not naturally a winger, he's sort of second guessing himself on some things, I think, because this isn't the style that he's used to. This isn't a position he's used to or anything like that. So I think that's the issue, but we're still creating. So the creation isn't the issue. The finishing is. The fact we're 12 gives me PTSD. Oh, man. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll get into a good run of form and it'll all be good and we'll completely forget about last season. I truly, truly believe that. But yeah, as I was saying, it's just one of those things where the formation's actually not the issue because it is what we've been playing. It's just the personnel in terms of why are we playing a fullback on the wing when we've got wingers? That's the bit that doesn't make sense. In terms of the formation itself, it's the same we've been playing in preseason. It's just the personnel, they're not all in their correct positions. That's where the issue comes.
Steven, would you say that there's been a big mistake made by the recruitment team, but not signing an alternative for our finishing role, which is an attacker, because it's like 3 seasons now since we brought an attacker in, because Nkunku is injured and Mauricio Pochettino, everyone knows Nkunku's recovery will take some time before he gets back again, and when he gets back, we need fitness. He has to be fit, ready to be able to play in any of our games. We have Armando Broja, who's also injured. Now we are relying on Nicolas Jackson alone. Do you think that
about to be back as well, by the way?
Yeah, but it's not back yet. It's about to, but it's not.
He's meant to be back after international break. So he's not going on international, which means he's got 2 weeks to basically get to 2 weeks to get to fitness.
About 2 weeks, we're still going to be playing. We'll be playing our league without a recognized striker. We're still going to be going with
Jackson is a recognized striker.
Stephen, he's not.
He not is a striker.
He's a striker, but it's not proven.
You said he's not a recognized striker. You didn't say an unproven one.
Okay, we should have brought in a proven striker.
we'll have to see. But honestly, I like what I've seen for the most part from him. We just need him to get into that good run of form.
I mean, don't
And
get me wrong.
honestly,
I'm not. Don't
I
get me wrong.
also
I'm not
think
saying
the
he's not a
fact
good striker.
that if
He's a
we
good
played
striker.
wingers and look at Cole Palmer when he came on, right?
Yeah.
I thought when he came on, he was on the pitch for what, 20 minutes, if that? And I thought he looked good, given that he'd only just joined us and had what, 1 or 2 sessions with the team. I thought he looked quite good. I'm actually excited to see what happens when he starts. I feel like he can be a real creative player for us. And he can, like, we've seen what he can do at City, right? How much of an impact he can have. He
Yeah.
loves coming inside. Great left foot. Honestly, unbelievable. Can't wait to see him play. Maybe he helps to unlock Jackson a little bit. Maybe he can create a lot of quality chances for him and we can get on a run.
Metal
Hopefully.
Face don't
And
believe he said he's not a number 9 by
he is a
Metal
striker.
Face. He's a striker, but I don't know. But we'll look into that and see why. And also, yeah, we talk about Ben Chua playing on the left hand side. Why there was a Modric on the bench, but Mauricio Pochettino decided to go with a Ben Chua. And you also said probably he's not fit, he's not ready to start the game. That is why we went with Ben Chua. Besides that, we should have enough players on the bench to have maybe that Sterling
Do you
starts
know
on the
what it
left
is
or
though?
somebody else on the right hand side, Steven.
The issue on top of all this, right, is the injuries. So I'm not sure if you remember some of the bench from the other day, right? Forest. On the bench, we had, I think it was Petrovic and Bergstrom, right?
Yeah.
2 goalkeepers. And then we had both Martin and Kukurea. Both the left backs, he sees Martin as more of a winger. So because of injuries, we've had to put Kukurea on the bench, who none of the fans and probably Pochettino don't want here either because he's not really given him any game time. And we've had to put 2 goalkeepers on the bench. So that's a big issue in itself. I think we got 3 or 4 players coming back after international break, so they can at least make the bench. I think it's
Is Reese
Broja,
part of them?
Badiashile, Broja, and
Reese James.
there's someone else. Yeah, I said Reese. Reese, Broja, Badiashile, and I think there's someone else meant to be coming back as well. But yeah, that would definitely help the bench situation as well, so we don't have 2 goalkeepers and 2 left backs. But yeah, I was wondering, right? So, given that we are playing a 4-2-3-1, yeah. Actually, before I ask you that, what are your thoughts on the whole thing with what that person said on social media that Thiago Silva responded to?
I haven't seen that, Steven.
Oh, have you not seen it? I think I sent it.
No.
I think we spoke about it. I'll try and find it.
Let me send it to me. Let me check it out. I should have I don't know, I didn't see that in the chat.
Yeah, no, it was from the other day. I'll try and find it. Silva.
All right, whilst you're looking for that, let me see what I have here. Today, I'm missing my brother, Phantom of Benny Topic. It's Metaface Doom streaming with us. I'm in the chat with us here today. He said that Silva has every right to put him in his place. Who is he talking about? Oh, okay, probably from
I
the
think he's
response,
on
right? From
about
the
the thing that I
response.
just mentioned.
Metaface Doom said, I don't know how people was mad at him for that. I didn't see the reaction. I haven't seen, probably I'm missing. What
I
am I
need
missing?
to. I'm
Oh, I need
trying to
to wake
find
up.
it.
I need to wake up. I'm missing something here. Metaphase.
No, it's from the other day. It's from the other day. I've got to try and find
Okay.
it again. I know it was before this. Got it.
Okay.
So a Chelsea account on Instagram, I'm not gonna say the name of it, said this won't go down well, but I think it's time to drop Thiago Silva. Playing him is becoming a problem because we have to play a back 5 to shoehorn him in. Playing 4 at the back will allow us to be better going forward, and I don't think we'll suffer much at the back. Nothing but respect to Thiago, but I think we'd be better off without him at the minute. Thiago Silva then responded, if you look closely at the game, we are playing with a line of 4, my friend. But there's no problem in assuming that I'm also responsible for the defeat. Put the pressure on me. Then he put the thumbs up emoji. No problem yesterday. So I agree Silva shouldn't be playing every game, but the wording of playing him is becoming a problem because we have to play a back five to shoehorn him in. He's not the problem. That's my issue with it, is that Silva's not the problem here.
Silva is not a problem.
And somebody said, "Oh, if you look at the goal, the ball went between Silva's legs." Yeah, that's happened to all the great.
But imagine, Stephen, before the ball got to Silva's leg, who lost the ball? Caicedo and Gallagher. There was miscommunication between Gallagher and Caicedo. Caicedo lost the ball a couple times to that midfield. If you listen to Frank Leboeuf said, Chelsea made a big mistake because we've done this time and time again. Buying players over the odds from Brighton Football Club. We bring them to our football club, it doesn't gel. It doesn't work. We've done that with Marc Cucurella. We've done that. We're doing the same thing. I think Sanchez is also coming from there, right?
Yeah.
Another one. He's not good enough.
Cucurella,
and we sold Billy Gilmour to Brighton for $5 million.
Because of Tuchel.
That Billy Gilmour is not big enough. He's small. He's not ready, and that kind of thing. $5 million to Brighton. Now, Brighton next season, by the end of this season, Brighton will make 50 to 60 million out of Billy Gilmour. Look at how Billy Gilmour is playing. Brighton Football Club went to Liverpool and brought in a legend like James Milner and fits into their squad. It's Mauricio Pochettino
who screwed us on that.
Yeah. So
the owners went to Gilmour to try and convince. Well, I think it was more Todd Bowley went to Gilmour to try and persuade him to stay and only go out on loan.
Is there a buyback clause? Is there a buyback clause or is there a sell-on clause?
No, I don't know. I can't remember. There might be some sort of clause, but I can't remember. But Tuchel done us dirty. Our owners then tried to save us by going to him and saying, look, like, go out on loan, things can change. Or it was either go out on loan or stay. I can't remember which one I read. It was one or the other. They essentially said to him, don't leave permanently. Let's put it that way because it's easier to put it that way because I can't remember exactly what it was. Because things can change, basically saying he might not be here type thing. You might be able to come and play and get some minutes. And don't forget, as much as I want to kind of forget him because he didn't do much, well, he didn't do anything for us actually. Graham Potter's the reason that Gilmour went there in the first place. Like, let's not forget that. He's one of the reasons that he went there. But our owners tried to step in. For all the bad they've done, they have also done quite a bit of good as well. And I feel like sometimes they get over-criticised on certain things. And some things are out of their control as well. But on that, you can't blame them. Like, they've gone to him, said, look, don't leave. Like, go on alone, stay here, whatever. Because things can change and you could still be here and you could end up playing for us. And you could have a future.
Stephen, you could tell that, okay, under Gilmour, Gilmour moved to Brighton happened with the old regime, Thomas Tuchel's time. But we've let another player go, Lewis Hall, which I think he'll be better off playing at that left back role than what we have here. I know he's got a problem with finishing. That will come over time. He'll get better over time. And just as we are hoping for that this team can click and then start scoring goals. We don't have problem creating. We create chances, but we can't finish. We just had only 3 shots on target the whole entire 90 minutes. Just 3 shots on target. With Luton Town, we got a lot of shots on target and we got 3 goals. We're lucky because Luton Town was very, very naive. But playing against a well-organized Nottingham Forest, a well-organized team, very strong, more compact in defense, we can break them down. I find it difficult. I did say something, and I've seen it online too. Someone did mention it. Why did Chelsea did not go in for Hurricane? Why did not Chelsea go in trying to bring in a Neymar, a player that can, break down a low block team, that can create so many opportunities for this guy to score? We don't have one. That creativity is not in the team. And you can tell that the team is lacking that kind of a creativity in the midfield. Moses Caicedo missing so many balls. When we have the fullbacks going up, joining the attack too many times. Anytime there is a counter, we end up being in trouble. I don't think that anyone should even put blame on what's his name, Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva did what he can do. But the ball going through the nutmeg, every player gets nutmeg. Every player, every defender can get nutmeg. It happens to every Will Ferdinand has got nutmeg many times.
It happened to John Terry, it's happened to Van
Terry
Dijk,
many
it's
times.
happened to Cannavaro and all these greats. It happens to. You can't help it. You're going to block it and you just happen to have them angle it through your legs. You can't do nothing about it. End of the day, it is what it is. We move. He ain't the problem. And we were playing a back four. People saying he's a problem deserve to get clowned because it ain't true. I don't think he should play every game because he's 38, 39, yeah? And I don't think we should be making him play every game.
Right. 1 billion spend. Just like the same thing Metal Face Doom is saying. 1 billion spend. No striker. I mean, get someone and put him there, and we don't have to wait until Armando Broja gets fit and come back. Armando Broja will be ready for like 2 weeks' time, and by that time, we're getting ready for another game, and Broja will still not be on the bench because he's not fit. He hasn't played in any competitive game for him to get fit to be on the pitch. So we have to wait for another week for Broja to get ready.
I don't know if our dev teams have internationals in terms of. I don't know if under 21s have internationals. If not, then I think the plan is to play him in 1 or 2 development team games.
Yeah.
To sort of get him like match fit and stuff. And I've got to close Discord because the pinging from it's doing my head in.
Okay. Whilst you're doing that, let me read some few comments.
I've done it now anyway, but we need to catch up on comments.
Yeah, I haven't been reading the comments. Big up to you, Kaza Will Teddy. Big up to you. Says Gilmore was a permanent move. I'm not so sure what's all involved into that move to Brighton. 5 million. I'm not sure if there is a buyback clause or maybe a sell-on clause if it's been sold to other football club. If Chelsea's going to benefit any money from it. But we saw Gilmore. Gilmore is playing fantastic. I watched Gilmore just yesterday, and I was like, oh my goodness, look at how this guy is playing. And we all know, man of the match in I think FA Cup against Liverpool. Man of the match also in the Champions League. What else do Thomas Tuchel was expecting from this player? Young player. From the academy. And also Georgie, big up to Georgie, says we're so bad at the moment, very very bad. Metal Face Doom said the fact need 1 billion spent, you wouldn't thought would sign a world-class player, not just kids. Too many kids in the team, and that could take a long time before Chelsea fans will be smiling again. Big up to you, Chelsea Perspective, my big brother. I hope you're doing very well, and the whole entire family is doing wonderful as well. Thiago is turning 40 and still a slick player coming from my brother Georgie. Georgie, I don't think we can blame Thiago Silva that much. Thiago Silva did whatever he can do. I don't think the way we play it has so much effect on Thiago Silva because we're keeping the ball. It's not like we're running after attackers that will put so much tiredness on Thiago Silva. We are more comfortable holding on to the ball, but in the midfield where the problem is coming from. Caicedo still hasn't hit the ground running yet. He needs time to gel into the way we're playing. He needs time to understand those that he's playing with, what he has to do, his movement, and how much he has to move forward. And sometimes his touches, he's losing so many of the ball. Is he the guy that we saw playing for Brighton last season? Is he the guy, or is he one of those, how would I call it? I forgot the right word to use. One of the things that we see looking so glittering, shining at Brighton, then we bring him to the football club and it doesn't gel. Is it one of those? Probably, I hope not, because that's a lot of money spent. 115 million British record fee from Brighton to Chelsea. That saga took forever for that deal to go through. And look at how he's playing. I don't want to put too much blame on him because it's the early days yet. But Mauricio Pochettino, you need to put the right players at the right places. He needs to stop gambling. He needs to stop doing what Eric Ten Hag is doing, or maybe Ateta is doing. He needs to stop doing it and play the right players at the rightful places. Big up to you, so it's big up Meta in Coachella. Okay, and Coachella. Okay. Okay, I don't see Thiago Silva as an issue. Otherwise, I doubt on our defense without him. If you take Thiago Silva there, it wouldn't make a difference. We can still score. We can create and open those low blocks up. So everyone knows Chelsea's problem. We can score, and that problems have been there for almost about 4 or 5 years now. The last person to have helped us out was Diego Costa. Almost a Diego Silva. Thiago Silva. Yeah, Diego Costa. And since he left, we're having difficulties scoring goals. Our team is under 20, under 23s with few elders. Joji said that. All right, big up to you. I want to love you. She said, hello, Nick Zion and Steven. I hope everyone is doing very well. We are doing very well. Thank you for being here. I want to love you. And everyone that is here with us. Kaza Will Teti, big up to you. Seeing you on the platform. Metaface, come on, man. He's so much energy in the chat here. He said just 20 to 30 million on 1 decade. Yeah. Steven, what do you make? We'll come back to what we're talking about. What do you make of this statement coming from Frank Leboeuf, Chelsea legend, and Chelsea ex defender? That played a lot of games for Chelsea. He said Chelsea made a big mistake. They should have buy what's his name? Arabat. I'm sure that's the name, right? I'm sure I get it right. He says Chelsea. Yeah, he said that Chelsea so far and Rabat over Caicedo. Chelsea should have buy that player over Moses Caicedo. What do you make of that?
I don't know. I'm not sure how Amrabat's going to do. I think Caicedo's started slow, but we all know what he can bring to the table in the Premier League. I think he'll be all right. He just obviously needs to get used to everything. Like, some players adapt quick, some adapt slow. I don't know. I feel like, okay, he's played 3 games. One was against West Ham. He came off the bench. The other was Luton. And then obviously Forest.
Ooh.
But I do think genuinely that he'll be a good signing for us long term. I feel like it's a bit harsh to say it after 2 and a bit games that they should have got this player instead. Do you know what I mean? I think you're muted. I can't hear any audio from your end. I can't hear anything if you're not on the phone.
Sorry, Steven. It was Ryan who called the Discord and I answered him.
Yeah.
So I muted myself. You couldn't hear me. Sorry about that, guys. I was just communicating with someone else on a different platform. So I wouldn't want to sound like I ignore the person's call. So yeah. Okay. Steven, go ahead, Steven. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that basically I feel like it's a bit harsh to say that after 3 games when we've not even seen 1 game from Amrabat yet. Amrabat can come in and have stinker after stinker after stinker. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, okay, that wasn't meant to happen.
I mean, I understand.
Okay. But yeah, it's way too early, man. It's been 3 games. Let's see how he's doing deeper into the season. And then we can start to look at it. But after 3 games, one of which he came on for about 10 minutes against West Ham, where he hadn't trained with any team for about a week until 2 days before the game. Very, very harsh.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stephen. We have our brother Ryan, who is a Liverpool fan. I'm sure he is in the best of mood so far, man. Things are going well for Liverpool. I don't know
Yeah,
how
I'm
long
not
I'm going to
sure he
have
will
him.
be with the thing that I've just read though. Saudi
Okay.
delegation have apparently touched down in England and are going to make a £200 million offer for Mohamed Salah.
Good news. Good news. Ryan.
Yeah,
Ryan, can you
Nee.
hear me?
Good morning, good afternoon. How are you?
Good, good morning, good afternoon. We're doing very, very well. I'm very fine up here today. Very happy to hear your
Thank,
voice joining
thank you,
us during
man.
the early morning.
I
How's
like
work?
work is good. I like to just think and focus on the positives. You know, Liverpool are in the top four, convincing victory against Aston Villa on the weekend, and you know what, Mohamed Salah, if he wants to leave, then then so be it. You know,
But
nothing
then
we can
you
do.
won't go get this money again.
Exactly, exactly.
So
I
from a
think
club view, it would be smart. But
a
then
smart idea.
again, FSG don't invest, so they're not exactly going to reinvest it in a replacement.
Yeah, I think you know, to anything 200 million upwards is very good money for someone of his age. But then, how many Mohamed Salahs are there out there that we can sign and replace? You know, in terms of his goals, assists,
Mm-hmm.
it's very, very difficult. So, um, yeah, it's a painful one, and I know the fans are not going to be happy, but we need to think about long term. And that 200 million, you know, we can use that money to invest in multiple players in various positions.
Ryan Wilson here. Let me ask you a little bit on the Liverpool game. What is going on right now, and how do you see the performance of Darwin Nunez in the current Liverpool team with Slobosly involved right now?
Oh, Soboslai was excellent. I loved his goal, his first goal. Nunez, it was just kind of the same that we've been seeing last season. You know, he missed a very easy chance. Um, you know, he was more involved. He looked dangerous. He looked more confident, but the jury is still out with him. You know, he's not a guy who's going to get, I think, 30, 40 goals a season. He just doesn't have that finishing ability of like you know, other strikers in the league. Um, but you know, I'm glad that we won. That's important, you know. And we've had a good start, you know, 3 wins, 1 draw against Chelsea in the first 4 games. So our tails are up, and yeah, it's kind of onwards and upwards.
Good happy days for Liverpool fans. If you're Liverpool fans, if you're a Liverpool fan, there's nothing else to complain about. The numbers, goals that are coming in, Mo Salah banging in goals, and Darwin Nunez also, who couldn't find his foot yet last season, is banging in goals. So yeah, happy moments and happy days for Liverpool if you're a Liverpool fan. Ryan, you did talk a little bit about Chelsea. Chelsea went down against Nottingham Forest at the bridge. What is going on? And how can Mauricio Pochettino get a tune out of these young players?
Yeah, so I didn't, truthfully speaking, I didn't see the whole match. I only caught the highlights, you know, post game, and it was a bit of a sucker punch goal that it was Elanga, wasn't it, who scored for Forest. Bad mistake by Caicedo, but you know, he's just joined the club, right? You know, it's going to take him time to settle down, and I think it's just very easy to nitpick and criticize someone who's just, you know, made a record moved for a record transfer fee, is obviously under pressure, and it's going to take time to settle down and know his teammates and the system and everything. So, um, 20 was it 21 shots Chelsea had on goal and only 2 on target. I mean,
Yeah,
that tells the
said it
story.
in the
That
thing we had 3 times the number of shots, yet we only had 2 on target to
only
their
2 on
3.
target. That says it all. You know, your
The
problem is
whole
not
90
the
minutes here.
creation and getting the chances, it's conviction. And you know, being more accurate in testing the goalkeeper. Um, that Nkunku injury just really
But Ryan,
was
Ryan, sorry to cut you off. From what you just
go for it.
said, 21 shots, just 2 on target. Who is supposed to fix that problem? Is it coaching? or is it just from the players? Is it the coaching to help these players know what to do once they get into around that area, the 18 area or
Yeah,
in the box?
it's a combination. It's the coaching. I don't know. Probably Stephen or yourself can tell me who the attacking coaches are at Chelsea. Who works with the strikers to help them with their finishing and those aspects. But there's also the injuries. Nkunku. Who would have predicted that would happen? If Nkunku was playing yesterday, you could have won 4-5-0. We don't know. It's hypothetical. So, should Chelsea have brought in another striker? Someone who maybe is a bit more experienced, because this is something else that I've been watching some other kind of YouTube channels and blogs and some ex-players, pundits talking about analysing Chelsea. They all seem to be saying the same thing, which is there's a lack of mixture of kind of young and experience. It's just mostly young players in the squad right now. And maybe it
Balance is
needs
not
a bit
right.
more experience. Yeah, the balance is not right. I think I heard Alan Shearer say that. Lee Dixon said it. Jermaine Genius mentioned it as well. So if multiple players are saying it, ex-players, generally know what they're talking about,
Be on the
then there
pitch with
probably is some
just
truth in it.
because they've been there. Being on the pitch with
Yeah.
so many young players without experienced players becomes very difficult because they've been there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get the feeling when I'm watching Chelsea,
At
it's a
least
little
it
bit
wasn't
too.
obvious Owen.
Go ahead, Steven.
And I was saying that it weren't obvious Owen flipping. The team that scores more goals tends to win the game. Yeah, well done, mate. He has actually said that in the past, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm glad
Alan
he
Shearer?
ain't saying anything about it. No. Michael Owen. Obvious Owen,
Michael
Owen.
Owen.
Ryan will
They
know
call
what I'm
him-
on about. Because he's more on our, like,
They call him more
broadcasts.
obvious Owen.
Yeah, because he states the most obvious things. Yeah, Ryan, if I'm not mistaken, he has said that before, right? The team that scores the most goals tends to win the game.
I can confirm, yes, he's said that. I think it was on BT Sport, and yeah,
You know what I
he's
mean?
just obvious Owen by name, by nature.
I'll have to find a compilation of it and send it to you later. Some of the stuff he says.
Yeah, so Nee, I know you guys discussed it before, but 21 shots and only 2 on target. That kind of tells the story. That's Chelsea's problems in a nutshell.
It's a big problem. Until it gels, let's see what Chelsea can do when they return from the international break. But things are not looking nice for the players. Our brother over here said, excuse me, we cut down much of our wage bill, and I was convinced would sign someone world class in terms of that. But Ryan, Stephen and I have talked about this already. Look at. Do you think it's okay that Chelsea have to wait for injury players to return? Because of that, that's why they did not sign any attacking player. They're waiting for Nkunku to return from an injury. They're waiting for
He said
Broja to also.
StreamYard keeps booting him, so he's not in here at the moment. He's trying to get back.
Okay. All right. So I know you can hear me. So when you come back, you can give me an answer. Just like I was saying, Chelsea waiting for Nkunku to return back, and also wait for Broja also to return back from injury. Do you think it's a wise idea to wait for these players to return? Is that why they're not buying in? They couldn't. They did not go in for an attacker, or maybe a striker. Ryan will give me an answer when it comes in later on. Steven, let's go.
Yep. Do you want me on to that as well?
Oh, you can.
Or do you want to touch on something else?
Yeah, we can.
Because I
touch on
feel like
something
I've
else.
basically touched on that anyway.
Yeah, we can touch on something else. Before you do that, let me acknowledge a few friends over here. Big up to the Blueclouds show 100% Chelsea FC. He says, big up, guys. Hi. Hope you're doing very well. He had a wonderful weekend. He said Poch has to change the system. Port has to change the system. I think he's playing the same system he did play. He played 2 systems during preseason. The back four was, I think that suits the team very, very well. But then yesterday, some of the personnel that were in the game did not help. Ben Chilwell playing as a left wing, he did not do us any good. He would have been better if he's playing as the left back instead of the left wing because he's not that skillful. Ben Chilwell is not that skillful. He's good at some goals, couple goals from that section, but then he was playing as a left back, not a left wing, not a winger. He wasn't playing as a winger. So we can also look at that and see what went wrong. So, Steven, you want to touch on different thing, right?
If you've got anything else that you had planned, Joe.
Sure, I do. I think I have a lot on my books here. I've talked about Frank Nebev. Steven, if I have to push you to the corner, what would you say that Mauricio Pochettino starting 11 is? If I have to push you to the corner, if you don't have a diagram,
for a game.
Do what?
I said it's basically been the same starting 11 every game.
So it means that Pochettino knows his starting 11.
Based on the injuries we have, I would say he probably has a very good idea. Yeah.
Let me get this here so we can see. Looking at the information that we have here, if there can be any changes, in your opinion, there can be any changes that can suit the way we play, that you think that this squad can beat even a team like Manchester City. We played on Saturday, right? Saturday. So probably look at Saturday.
It was 3 p.m. by my time, whatever that translates to for you.
Okay. Yeah, I want to share the lineup that they have on the screen here with us, and let's see. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get this on the screen. All right, Steven. So this is what we have. The diagram is giving us this picture. Ben Chilwell up here. You said we started with a 4, right?
It is a 4
back. It's a 4 back, which we have Malo Gusto playing down here with the Sassy.
On the side. It's Gusto right back, and then the Sassy Silva centre back, and then Colwell left back.
And then we have a Ben Chilwell that was playing on the left wing side. So let's try and edit this formation that we have here. Let's try and edit. If you have all our players back, all the squad fit squad.
So if we have a fully fit squad, yeah. Okay. I'm fed up of Sanchez at the moment.
Not good enough.
I'm not gonna lie. What are you looking for?
No, I was trying to take that other section off.
Oh, is there a way to remove the last message so we can see it clearer?
Sorry. Yeah.
It's just easier that way.
Yeah, I'll bring guys. Don't forget, I'll read the message if I haven't. I've never skipped.
Yeah, if there's a new one, then obviously we'll read it.
They got 3 new ones there, but later let's focus on this.
Let's quickly do this, and we can get back to them.
Okay.
And
so looking at what we have here on the screen, we have Sanchez there. Yeah, just like you said, I'll replace Sanchez anytime. I'll put the what's his name?
I would try Petrovic. I would try Petrovic.
Petrovic right there.
What harm is it going to do trying him when Sanchez hasn't been great for us anyway? That's my view anyway.
So is it a bad idea to send Kepa on loan? From what we're going through now, is it a bad idea? Who is so comfortable in the defense? Is it a bad idea?
Kepa is a nightmare. I used to have nightmares.
Would you take Sanchez over Kepa?
When I knew we were when it was the night before a game, yeah. I used to just be relaxing and going, someone's going to score a long-range shot against Kepa tomorrow. That's literally where my brain would go, like the day before a game, be who's going to score a long shot against Kepa today.
Okay. Let's get it rolling. Looking at the squad, you replace Sanchez with Petrovic, right?
Yeah, I'd put Petrovic
is right there. We have Rich James on the right hand side.
Rich James when we're fully fit, obviously.
Yeah, James.
And then the Sassy or Silva. It depends how much you want to play Silva. You can rotate them in and out.
I want experience. I'll go for Silva.
But he ain't going to play every game.
I know.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
we are looking at this squad playing Manchester City squad and beating them.
So we're not talking about what we would do most games then, just against the best.
I mean, what I remember what I said from the beginning. I said, let's get our best 11 that we think they can face any
Okay, so
big team in
against
the
the best
Premier League.
teams, for now it has to be Silva.
Okay.
Then I'd put Colwell next to him.
You got Colwell there.
Yeah.
Someone's even saying Badishir. Badishir.
Colwell
over Badishir or Badishir over Colwell.
Yeah, I'd go Colwell. I'd go Colwell over Badishir.
Why? Why Colwell? Why do you think Colwell? You think Colwell is better than Badishir from what we've seen from Badishir already last season?
I like both of them, but I feel like we're better off with Levi Colwell. One thing that Colwell brings, and we've not seen Badishir for a while, so I can't remember, but I feel like one thing that Colwell brings, like, okay, I think both are quite good defensively.
Yeah.
But one thing I love about Levi Colwell is his line breaking passes. He can split a team and play a ball up to your winger and you're straight on the attack. That's one thing I love. We see it with Silva. Silva loves to play the long switch, right? We see him do that a lot. Colwell, it's long balls down the line every now and then to split the midfield and defence. I think we saw it the other day, even though he's been playing at left back. I think we saw it on Saturday a couple of times. He's just split the defence for, it was either Chilwell or I can't remember who else it was to run onto it. It might have been Jackson, actually. He's coming from, because I think Jackson had it once or twice. He's coming from the centre out wide and Colwell played it for him to run onto. So I like that as well. I think both are good defensively, but I feel like Colwell can help us in terms of starting our attacks.
And pace?
I don't know. I think
Metaface is talking about pace. Maybe, I don't know if it's Badishir,
about pace. You don't,
pace.
as a centre back, you don't need pace really.
Damn it, Steven, you do.
No. But think about it. If
do you know Rudiger's
a Rudiger where you're running up all the time, yeah. If you have the intelligence, you can make up for not having the pace.
Well, that's true. That's true too. I agree with you, 100%.
As a fullback,
JT never had that pace. JT was not blessed with all the pace in the world, but then he's.
I don't think Cahill had much pace either, though.
No, Gary Cahill too. No,
but this is what I'm saying, right? I feel like both have a bit of pace about them, but again, I like how Colwell can help us start attacks from centre back. And yeah, like, so long as your reading of the game is to a great to elite level, you can cover yourself if you don't have pace, which I think both do, to be honest. Yeah, Chilwell has to be left back, 100%. Who would you go for in the pivot, though?
Before we get to the pivot, let me get this one out of the way. Kazar Will Teddy said the problem with Chelsea is just finishing, because you can see big chances being created, but
we've missed all 11 big chances we've created this season.
Let's
every
finish.
Single one.
Less finishing, and our midfield has to be very good. So thank you very much, Kazai. Says I agree with you. The system is cool, which is true. Badishir coming from a meta phase. He said a pace, and also he said Enzo and Caicedo surely, and that's what he said. Enzo and Caicedo surely. So
if we're going for our best, then you have to have Enzo sort of one of the two deeper players, but more advanced than Caicedo, if that makes sense.
More advanced Enzo more advanced Caicedo?
Enzo, more advanced than Caicedo. So it would look like a double pivot of 2 6s, but actually it's more Caicedo's a 6 and Enzo's a sort of 8, if that makes sense to you.
Enzo, yeah.
So then Enzo is able to be more advanced and help us with our creation.
Yeah, I mean, play behind the strikers, if you have to put it that way. So who did you say I should put in the left back?
Sure.
In the left back, so you went for Koe going for Yeah, Chilwell would be my best.
So far we've got Petrovic, Reese, Silva, Colwell, Chilwell.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a tongue twister. And then Caicedo, Enzo.
So what are we playing? 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1?
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3.
Because that's what we use most of preseason, even what we're using now.
Okay, so we got our back four already. Now we're going for the deep line midfielders.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
DMs.
and we've said Enzo and Caicedo be the two midfielders there.
Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo will be those guys in the two. Then the three attacking players.
I'm getting really annoyed with Sterling. I'm really tempted to not include him in these three behind the striker.
See, Sterling is a good player, but the only problem with Sterling is he doesn't take his time when he gets to the 18. I'm not sure, Stephen, have you noticed that? I've said that many times.
Bro,
he's very impatient when he gets in.
Did you get watch the game, or was it not available for you?
It wasn't available, so I was streaming it through online. It was just breaking. That's why I was just watching.
Did you see the one where I think it was Chilwell putting across, and then no one was able to get onto it? Sterling's got it, done the chop, and he's waited about 10 seconds, so they're then camped on their 6-yard box.
Probably
like he's cut it back, and then he's just waited about 5 seconds. By that point, Bournemouth have completely covered their 6-yard box. If he had tried to do something instead of standing still, he could have had a shot, or he could have laid it off to someone for a shot. But he waited, and then they were camped on that 6-yard box, which meant you couldn't do anything.
Okay, so the three players that we're talking about, are you having Jackson up front, or are you having a Cuckoo up front as a striker? Okay, let's finish with the three first. Three up front in front of these double pivots.
The three behind the striker. I like what I see from Palmer, and I know that he can be a top player for us. I think, based on what we've seen from our like wingers and stuff, I feel like Palmer has to make it into the team.
So you're going? Are you talking about the right hand side where Sterling is? Are you going Palmer over Mudryk? So let's put Palmer, Mudryk, Sterling. These three players on that position. Palmer, Mudryk, Sterling.
It's difficult though, because Nkunku can play basically all three of these positions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Palmer can play the 10 role, and he can also play as a wing. But
Palmer
at this
can
moment,
play right wing and 10. I'm pretty sure Nkunku can play striker, right wing, cam, and 10 rather, and left wing. That's the thing. Like, there's multiple players that can play multiple of these roles, and that's where it gets really difficult.
3 players to finish the lineup. Just 3 players.
4.
No, we have 3 players.
Wait, no, because we've already said Jackson as a striker.
Jackson, okay. Right. So we finished with Jackson, okay.
So then we have the 3 behind him.
Now we're looking for the 3 behind him. We're looking at the one for the right hand side, Sarah.
I'm really tempted to say Palmer.
I haven't seen much of Palmer in Chelsea yet, but I wouldn't go for Palmer. But I'll put a Palmer there for you, Steven. I'm going.
Don't get me wrong. I like Madueke, but I feel like when he came on the other day, okay, I want to see more from him. But I feel like when he came on the other day, Palmer was really involved, and he was trying to get into areas to create chances and shoot like instantly. Like he wasn't doing what we see from our players, where they go back and then go back again and just do all that sort of messing about.
Let's speed up. We got only
I would put Nkunku as a 10 though. I would put Nkunku as a 10.
Nkunku as a 10. Okay, you have Nkunku in there. And then you have Palmer. You have Palmer. I put Sterling.
Okay. Sterling's just annoyed me too much.
I just put him there because of experience. We need some more experience in the midfield, a little experience in the middle, which is Thiago Silva gives us that experience in the middle. I mean, in defense. Then we have Enzo Fernandez, experience in the DM position. Then we have Sterling in the middle. Who do you put on the left hand side? Then we should be completing our starting 11.
Do you know what? I'll give you Sterling on the left. That's what I would say.
You give me Sterling on the left.
Because Sterling
Okay.
can play both.
Yeah. But he is good in, so yeah, he'll be good on the left hand side because he cuts in to be able to score goals with his right.
And
placement,
Palmer's
so,
left-footed. Put Palmer on the right. Palmer
on the
cuts in on
right.
his left.
So we've switched them around.
Mudryk, I think, can get into that left spot ahead of Sterling in the long term.
But is it showing enough that he's ahead of
But he's
Sterling?
He's not getting the minutes at the moment, so he can't.
But
show
what
it.
does he do? What does Modric do when he gets the minute? He doesn't do much to impress the coach. He doesn't do
If
much.
you're getting 5 minutes a game, it's very hard to make an impression. If you're
Steven,
getting 5, 10, 15
he
minutes.
doesn't even need 5 minutes. All he needs is just 1 minute to prove something. 1 minute on the pitch, take a man on and score a goal. And that is it. That's why you need 1 minute as a player to prove yourself on the pitch because you don't know how many minutes you can get. So the little minutes you get, you have to make the best out of it. You get what I'm saying? So, all right, Steven, let's go. We look at it, and then we can look at our brother's starting 11. Strong starting 11. Your best strong starting 11. I think it's something that everybody can try and put it together and see if we can have the best strong starting 11 that Chelsea can have and face any other Premier League team.
There's some players that we know are going to be almost definitely in every single person's team.
Yeah. Enzo
Fernandez, we know that if we're talking the strongest team and not the regular one, Silva definitely makes it in. Reece definitely makes it in. Enzo definitely makes it in.
Yeah.
I don't say Chilwell because I know there's a lot of debate about Chilwell, Cucurella, all that situation. But I feel like there's probably 3 or 4 that we know basically everyone would put into theirs.
So you went in for Silva, Sterling on the left-hand side, then you have Palmer on the right-hand side, right? You switch it.
Yeah, and then Nkunku is a 10 and Jackson up top.
So that's
I feel like that's very creative. Like in terms of it's a lot of chances of be coming.
Great. So this is our lineup over here. Ben Chilwell, what's his name again? Is that Colwell, right? Colwell, Thiago Silva,
left centre back, Chilwell left
Thiago
back.
Silva, and then we have James also over there. Then we have Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Sterling on the left hand side. Then we have Cole Palmer right hand side, Nkunku in the middle, Nicolas Jackson up front. This team can score a lot of goals. They can score. Nkunku is very, very good. It's a good finisher. Look at his finishing that we saw during preseason. That should tell you that the guy will be ready. So, Steven, let's look at our friends, our brothers.
I'm looking at Metal Faces now. The only difference that Metal Face has is that he's got Palmer as the 10, Nkunku on the left, and Sterling on the right. That's the only changes. So it's the same players, just the 3 behind the striker, the positions are all flipped. So instead of having Sterling on the left, they have Sterling on the right, and then they've got Palmer in the 10 instead of on the right, and then Nkunku on the left instead of the 10.
Yeah, Kaza said Petrovic, Chilwell, left back, Colwell, centre back, Thiago Silva, centre back, James, right back, Enzo Fernandez, left midfielder.
That's the exact same as we went for, positions included.
Caicedo, yeah. Nkunku, 10, Sterling, left forward wing back.
Yeah.
Then we have a Palmer, RFW. That is a 4-3-3. That's
literally the exact way we did it as
4-3-3. Yeah. Thank you very much. Metal Face Doom said Mudryk can't even start against Wimbledon or even Forest. That's a big problem. Petrovic, James, Silva, Colwell, Chilibi, Caicedo, Enzo, Nkunku on the left, Palmer, 10, Sterling. And,
this is what I was saying. It's the same, except from the 3 behind have flipped all their positions.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
So Nkunku left instead of Sterling, Sterling right instead of Palmer, and then Palmer 10 instead of Nkunku.
Metal Face said, I love how we all wrote off Sanchez for Petrovic.
Do you know what it is? You know, when I go to games, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like Sanchez dives in slow motion.
Oh,
Like, I'm
have
not
you?
joking.
That reminds
Sometimes
me
it
of this
actually
song.
feels like he's diving in slow motion.
Yeah, if you know the lyrics of Phoenix song, that's the same thing. I feel like I'm moving, but my life is moving in slow motion. His life is not going anywhere. It's like everything he's doing is moving in slow motion. Finesse, Phoenix. Oh, that song, I love it. Okay, thank you very much. Metal Face Doom. Metal Face Doom. Please try and reach out to your brother Phantom of Many Topic. I haven't seen him today. Let him know I'm here. Okay, Stephen G. All right, guys. We've gone beyond our time, but I'm gonna put a link in there if you're free, if you're there. Big up to my brother over here from Facebook, Blue Clouds Media on Facebook. My brother, Stefanos. He said, not happy at all. He's not happy. My brother is not happy. Why? What is wrong? Your team, Chelsea's not winning. I believe so. I've only seen this comps, but the name Petrovic is snuffed to bench Sanchez. It's sniffing now. What's the Steven, what's the COMPS? Is it comps? I'm not sure what he's
Comps,
trying.
compilations.
Oh, okay, completion. But the name Petrovic is sniffed to bench Sanchez. From what I'm seeing alone, man, I can't wait for Petrovic to start playing, because this Sanchez guy is kind of scary. Big up to you, Lord Vipper Nation. Where have you been, my brother? Sorry, since Chelsea is gonna lose more games, mid-table FC is back again. Get ready for a rough season. Top four is over. Oh goodness, it's very early, Lord. It's very very early, guys. The link is in there. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes. Come on, if you're free. If you're free, jump on. Let's have a little discussion on the game, on Saturday's game, and how Chelsea did. Over 21 shots, just 3 shots on target. Um, so if you have any time, click on the link, come over here. Let's discuss it. Let's have your voice. Let's hear your voice. Let's hear your voice. Let us know what you think. Metal Face Doom, haven't seen Sanchez doing any save. Kaza, Kaza will 30. Guys, please, if you're also here and you haven't, keep your bell notification icon active. Keep it icon active, so anytime I go live, you can get notification from me, because YouTube haven't doing me dirty sometimes. It does me dirty. Lots of my subscribers don't get notifications from me, and I do get a response that they don't get a notification from me. So I hope that you keep your bell notification active, so when I go live, you'll be able to see something. So thank you very much for our brother on Facebook, Estefanos. Thank you for joining the platform again as usual. Also, try if you can get our channel on YouTube, so we can all stay on the same page and let the numbers grow. We are trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I know you guys can help us get there. Share the video, share our stream on your Facebook, click on it, and just post it on your page. Someone will also click on it, and they'll get to know what we're doing here. Those that don't know much about Blueclouds Media YouTube channel, they'll get to know when you click the link and then drop it on your page for us. So he said, why 5 defenders? That's the question. Why 5 defenders? The diagram is showing 5 defenders, but I don't think we do play with five. We
It's
did.
5 defenders in terms of their normal positions, but Chilwell's
We're
being
playing.
played as a left wing.
Yeah, Chilwell was playing in the left wing. He wasn't playing as a left back in that way. Nottingham Forest deserve a result. They worked hard. We were 2-1 dimension. Chilwell is destructive. Sanchez in is destructive. Sanchez is rubbish. Jackson need time. He isn't there yet. Sterling is annoying at times. Stephen, he's saying the same thing you said. Lord is saying the same thing. Sterling is very annoying. Very, very annoying. He ran. It's just like he's running through the wall. Instead of thinking of what to do when you get there, he just want to run through brick wall. And it's not happening. So why won't you take a chill pill, relax, and then do the right thing when you get to the 18? He just want to rush into it, fast pace, then. But nothing goes on well. He can't take the man on when he gets in there. It's just like rushing all the time. Lord Definition said that we played a back four in game. Okay, go join Blue Clouds show. Links right there. Thank you very much. Chelsea Perspective. I don't even know how much I can thank you for doing that, guys. If you're on YouTube, our Facebook, if you're watching us live on Facebook, the YouTube link is right there. Just click on it. Our brother just shared the YouTube link. I'm also going to pin it up there. Click on the link and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers if we can do it. And I can't do it alone sitting here. But you watching me can help bring the community, all the followers together. So yeah, let me know. Okay, we got 2 of us followers watching us live on Facebook. So yes, you can turn all our followers from Facebook and bring them to YouTube if they can do that for us. He said, wrong place. Sorry. No, it's okay, brother. It's okay. So, guys, join our platform. We're almost done for the day. We've touched bases on everything. Mauricio Pochettino said, patience. Let's wait. Let's have patience, guys. If you're really a Chelsea fan, you don't want to be a flip-flop supporter. Support the club. If you're really a Chelsea fan, you support the club very well. Just have patience, support the team, which is the new players that we have. There's nothing. These are all the players we have for now. The window is shut. We can, we can't have any other players than what we have. Let's support them. Let's support Mauricio Pochettino. Let's buy into the process. So the process, when in jail, we could all say that we have patience for Mauricio Pochettino. Let's have patience, guys. Keep our balls. Keeping our balls is our strength. But other than that, I see nothing special with us. We are just Spain national team with no flash. Lord V. He said our better face. God bless all UTC. Lord VIP Nation. When you have Lord in the house, you could see nothing but lots of anger. He can tell he's very, very angry. Very, very angry. Lord is never happy when the team loses. Like and subscribe. Steven. Kikazo said, I still have trust. Trust in Mauricio Pochettino. He will do better. He trusts in Mauricio Pochettino. It's too much light to reflect on my face. Okay. All right. Also we have Melissa. Melissa and watching live from Facebook. It says if you're new and haven't yet joined the link, subscribe button today. Remember, you don't have to be a Chelsea fan to join in the chat. Everyone is welcome to the platform. Thank you very much, Melissa Ann from Blueclouds Media Facebook, watching us live over there. Thank you very much, Steven. Let's end the show, guys. Thank you very much, everyone that has been here today. We've done an hour stream. It looks like time ran very fast, Steven. Very, very fast today.
Yeah, it does feel a bit like that.
I mean, international break, there's not much to talk about. But yeah, we got something to talk about tomorrow. So we'll put that in our pocket. Thank you very much, my big brother, Steven, and also my big brother, Chelsea Perspective, and everyone that have been in the show today. Shout out to Phantom of Mini Topic. I hope you're doing very well wherever you are. Then also, Lord Vipper Nation, thank you for tuning in. Metal Face Doom, thank you for tuning in. Then my brother from Facebook is Stefano Kaza. Big up, brother. I want to see you guys more often when we stream live. I want to see you guys more. And also our brother from Senegal, Le Blue Club Show, 100% Chelsea. See you guys all. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Georgie, big up to you too. Enjoy the rest of your day or your evening. We'll see you again tomorrow. Hala, Chelsea. Bye-bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.